What's up, friends, and welcome to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers, filling in for Jocelyn Bedard. You're welcome, Jocelyn. If you happen to be new here, we cover all things television, movies, Netflix originals, and anything beyond the screen. So hit that subscribe button to cure your FOMO, and comment down below with who you think saves Tony Stark in Avengers Endgame. Now let's get into today's video, the Avengers Endgame official trailer explained. In the first 10 seconds, we get a flashback to when Tony was stranded in the desert with his pieced together Mark I Iron Man suit. It's a beautiful moment of reflection for the usually brash and egotistical Stark that reminds us that even someone with an artificial heart can be human. Plus, looking at that junky suit makes us really proud of how far he's come since that fateful day that he became Iron Man. Following that, we see close-ups of Pepper holding proof that Tony has a heart and mourning over his Iron Man helmet. We then see Tony on what most people initially believed to be the Milano, which was the original ship of the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is, however, false. The ship he seems to have got working to leave Titan with Gamora is actually the Benatar. It's the craft the Guardians had been using after they lost the Milano in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. We then get a narration by Peggy Carter, the founder of S.H.I.E.L.D., from when she gave Steve some hard advice in the Winter Soldier film that none of us can go back and that all we can do is our best, and sometimes the best we can do is to start over. These words now in the context of Endgame really mean a lot. They almost hint at the forming of a new team of Avengers to protect the world now that our favorites have been, well, dusted away. We then get a sneak peek at where exactly Hawkeye was during the events of Infinity War. It seems to be that he was training his daughter in archery before the snapping occurred. This wipeout of 50% of Earth's population may have taken his daughter and as a result turned him into Ronin. There are some fan theories also that are circulating that the color red being highlighted in the trailer bears some significance. It could, or it could have just been a color style choice. However, they did highlight some purple in the last trailer, so it could also be that they're slowly kind of singling out the colors of the Infinity Stones as more trailers get released. Comment down below if you have any theory on that though. We get more flashbacks of Infinity War reminding us of the task at hand and the motivation behind Endgame. We get a quick look here at Black Widow with another hair color change. This time it's red on top with a bit of blonde at the bottom. It makes the timeline of events kind of hard to suss out because in the first trailer we saw her with a shorter blonde hair, so it looks like at this point the team is far enough into the future for her hair to have grown that much and to have time to see a hairdresser that's still alive. It perhaps even alludes to the fact that society has recovered a tad bit by this point. We then get a look at where Scott Lang was before arriving at the Avengers headquarters. I'm sure once he got back from the Quantum Realm he was pretty shocked to find so many missing persons posters and better traffic conditions overall. We did see Hank and Hope get dusted at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, which means Scott managed to find his way out of the realm all on his own. I'm so proud of you, Scott. But are they gone for good? I mean, we did get that post-credit scene which said, Ant-Man and the Wasp will return. Question mark? Ooh, I hate when they do that. It could be that they meant Scott will come back and someone else will take on the Wasp suit, but who knows. Then on the ship we can see that Black Widow managed to convince her BFF Ronin to come back and help them fight the good fight against Thanos. Next is a cool montage that really shows off this new team of Avengers ready to do as Captain America says, whatever it takes. Many fans were speculating as to where exactly Rocket was and if he got dusted, but with him perched up on War Machine's shoulder, we are excited to see him back in action. The whole team, including Tony, is now echoing that statement of whatever it takes as they begin to amp up and regroup. We do see Scott in his micro form using a pencil to leap around after a shot of Captain America in battle, which means for sure that some big war is going down in this movie. Then we cut to a nice wide shot of the Avengers in their headquarters suited up in what is being referred to as their Endgame suits. The possibilities for these suits though is most likely more geared towards traveling into the Quantum Realm, perhaps even to save those stuck in what's being called the Soul World, where Thanos sent them because it frees up the planet for resources, and while they're there they don't really require food or anything to survive. In the suits we see Captain America, Nebula, Ant-Man, Ronin, War Machine in kind of a modified suit, Black Widow, and Iron Man. Just the sight of Nebula and Tony here though makes me so happy that they figured figured out how to rescue them. While it's exciting to see who's at the HQ, what's more concerning is who isn't. Again, the trailer doesn't necessarily dictate timeline for the movie. Who's missing from the squad though is Thor, Rocket, Bruce Banner, and Captain Marvel. We do have to take into consideration also, earlier in those action shots in the trailer, none of the heroes are wearing these Quantum Realm suits. So it could all come after a big battle, and Scott figures that the only way to save the people they've lost is to use a time vortex in the Quantum Realm, thus gathering the necessary team left to make that happen. Even the logo animation for the Endgame title in this trailer is interesting to say the least. It looks like a reverse dissolving of the title, meaning they will play with the timelines to undo the damage done by Thanos in Infinity War. Lastly, we get to finally see Captain Marvel next to the Avengers, specifically in a stare down with Thor, as he attempts to test her by calling his hammer right beside her face. She doesn't even flinch, resulting in the approval from the God of Thunder, and we approve as well. And that has been the Avengers Endgame official trailer explained. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, show us some love by hitting that like and subscribe button. Plus, comment down below if you saw anything that we missed. For more videos like this one, just click that playlist on your screen, and from Top 10 Beyond the Screen, I'm Johnny Rogers. Until next time, take care.